Hey, I'm Michael Hyam with the Business Exchange, and we are at the annual IFA conference in Las Vegas, MGM Grand. I have with me Mr. Joseph Adler. Joseph is a partner at Hoffer Adler, and I understand also general counsel for the Canadian Franchise Association.
That's right.
I do have a question for you today, and my question is, what are the legal aspects to consider when purchasing a franchise?
Okay, the first thing you should consider as a prospective franchisee is that you should have a very detailed look at the disclosure document with your franchise lawyer and an accountant as well to look at the financial statements of the franchisor. That disclosure document should contain some very important information that will help guide you in terms of deciding whether or not to purchase the franchise. For example, it may include very onerous provisions in a franchise agreement or another agreement which you may not want to sign or oblige yourself to, or it may include some information regarding a number of terminated franchise agreements or franchisees that may send some
Warning signals.
Warning signals, yeah, exactly. And the franchisee may, or the prospect may not want to buy that franchise for that very reason. Included as well in that disclosure document is some information regarding any litigation against the franchisor or its associates. And generally, you would get an understanding of the business that you're buying. It's very important to be in sync with the franchisor to make sure that that franchise is actually the one that would actually work for you. Because if it doesn't work for you, then I highly recommend not to sign an agreement and oblige yourself to an agreement that could be upwards of 10 years or more. So with the guidance of a franchise lawyer and your accountants and the financial advisors, you better have a better understanding of the offering, have a better understanding of what's involved in terms of an investment, whether you really have it within you to actually go ahead and to operate this franchise. So that's really, I think, really key to this whole business proposition. And if you do want to proceed, and you're buying an existing franchise business, then it's also another transaction as well of an agreement of purchase and sale that needs to be worked out to make sure that you've got all the representations and warranties from the vendor, make sure that the business as being represented to you is in fact accurate in terms of how it's represented. And it's a typical kind of asset purchase arrangement, usually, and sometimes it's a share purchase agreement. So in essence, there's two parts to it. There's the disclosure end of it, and there's the purchase of a business end to it. And those two combine when you buy a franchise business.
Perfect.